Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopinanda Bangala Bihari Gopinanda Bangala Bihari Shona Bhaja Jana Ranjana Anutira Mantrani Anutira Mantrani Radha Madhava Jabihari Radha Madhava Jabihari Vishnupad Paramahamsa Vaibhajikacharya Ashtottara Satasisivan A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Nantakoti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Sri Krishna Chaitanya Amitananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Namakunda Radha Kundi Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Navdeep Dham Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Aman Mai Ki Jai Ganga Mai Ki Jai Samveta Bhattacharya Ki Jai. All glories to the Son of Devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Gopavanandi Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, Chapter 8, Text 14. Although we did, let me chant this. Is this the right one? We chanted several verses yesterday. Have you read that? Okay. Keep going down a little bit. You see the translation? Right there. That was that. We read that one too. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the one. Text Which number is this? 16. Okay. So we'll go down to the synonyms. Tasyam saha cha ambaha rukarnikayam avastitaha lokam apashyamanaha parikramam vyomni vivritanetaha chatvari lebhe anudisham mukhani tasyam sachamba ruhakarnikayam avastito lokam apashyamanaha parikramam vyomni vivritanetras Chadvari lebe nudisham mukhani tasyam sachamba ruhakarnikaya avastito lokam apashyamanaha parikramam yomni vivrittanetas chadvari lebe nudisham mukhani tasyam sachamba ruhakarnikaya avastito lokam apashyamanaha parikramam yomni vivrittanetas chadvari lebe nudisham mukhani
avasthito lokam apashyamana parikraman vyomi vivritanetras chatvari labhe nudisham mukhani. Tasyang sachamba ruhakarnikayam avashtito lokam apashyamanaha parikraman vyomni vivritanetras chatvari lebhe nudisham mukhani.
Vikraman Vyamni Vibrata Netras Chatari Lebe Nudisham Mukhani.
Tasyam sachamba ruhakarnikaya avastito lokam apashyamana Parikramandyomi vivritanetras Sadvari lepe nuishamukani Tasyam sachambo ruhakarnikayam Avastito lokam apashyamanaha Parikramhan vyomni vivritanetras Chatvari lepe nurishamukani
Tasyam sachambo ruhukarnikayam avastito lokam apashyam anaha parikraman vyomi vivrit nitras katvari leve murishamukani
Tasyam sachambo ruhakarnikayam avastito lokam apashamanaha parikrama vyomni vrit netras Shatvari Debe Nudisham Mukani.
Avastito lokam apashyamanaha Parikraman vyomni vivritranetras Chatvari lepe anudisham mukhani Tasyam sachambo ruhakarnikayam Avastito lokam apashyamana Parikramam vyom vivritanetras Chatvari lepe anudisham mukhani
tasyam sachambo ruhakarnikayam avastito lokam apashyamanaha parikraman vyomni vivritanetras Chadvari lepe nudishamukani
Tasyam Sakambo Ruhakanikayam Avastito Lokam Apashyamanam Parakimanyam Viritanitas Chadileve Narishamukani.
Sinners, Tasyam, in that, Saha, Brahma, Sha, and Ambaha, water, Ruhakarnikayam, whirl of the lotus, Avastitaha, being situated, Lokam, the world, Apashyaman, without being able to see, Parikramam, circumambulating, Vyom, in space, Vivritanetaha, while moving the eyes, Chatvari 4. Lebhe, achieved. Nidisham, in terms of direction. Mukhan, heads. Translation: Brahma, born out of the lotus flower, did not see the world, although he was situated in the world. He therefore circumambulated all of space, and while moving his eyes in all directions, he achieved 4 heads in terms of the 4 directions. No, Prabhu. Okay. To the Sanskrit, 17. Tasmad Yuganta Prasanavaguna Jalormi Chakrat Salilad Bashita Kanjam Ulokatatam Natmanam Adad Vidad Adidevaha. Lord Brahma, situated in that lotus, could not perfectly understand the creation. The lotus, or himself, at the end of the millennium, the air of devastation began to move the water, and the lotus in great circular waves. Purport, someone can read.
Lord Brahma was perplexed about his creation, the lotus and the world, even though he tried to understand them for 1 millennium, which is beyond calculation in the solar years of human beings. No one, therefore, can know the mystery of the creation and cosmic manifestation simply by mental speculation. The human being is so limited in his capacity that without the help of the Supreme, he can hardly understand the mystery of the will of the Lord in terms of creation, continuance, and destruction.
That's a good point. The Lord's creation, maintenance, and destruction are all inconceivable to us. We can't understand them. We can't understand how such a thing could be created, the universe. We don't experience it. We don't understand how the sun moves. We don't understand how it's being maintained. So therefore, we can't speculate, simply speculate, and try to conclude that should be taken as fact. It can be taken as a theory. Such and such has theory about how things began. Parasha Shakti Vividhaiva Shruti. Swabhavaki Jnana Bala Creation. This means he has multiple energies. His energies are inconceivable for us. Can't understand it. And they're so great that it appears as though they're just doing it automatically. This word is used in that verse. It seems like it's done automatically. But that's it. He can just desire and things. We, living entities, we have to make an effort and move our bodies and do different things to get things done. Simply if he desires it. Everything can be done. That's the difference between God and the living entities. The living entities, sometimes they try to imitate God. So when they take some intoxication, they feel, now I can, anything I want can happen. And they try to represent themselves as the supreme controller. We're not the supreme controller. We don't have control really over much. It's the desire of the living entity to lord it over material nature. The Lord allows him to do that because of his desire. The Lord says, yes, if you want to do that, I'll give you a facility. Here's a place where you can live and you can try to enjoy, lord it over, become the Lord of this. So he does. One ant becomes the Lord of the ant hill. He thinks he's lording it over the other ants. And then one species tries to overload another species, overlord them. And then humans, they try to lord over everything. And it simply causes havoc. Because they cannot do it. They don't know how. They don't know how to create it. It's like Prabhupada's disciple, Swarup Damodar. Right? When he was in California, there was one Nobel laureate who won the Nobel Prize for his theory on how creation began. So at the end of one of his talks, Swarup Damodar, who was a PhD chemistry, organic. So he asked the question, he said, you said earlier that there's 4 ingredients that were present at the beginning before the universe was created. And yes, if I supply you with those 4 elements, can you make life? He said, that I cannot say. He had written his whole Nobel laureate on that Nobel Prize winning paper, saying that he could do it. That's how it was done. When asked him, can you do it? He said, that I cannot say. So Prabhupada considered this as a defeat for that Nobel laureate. He was defeated by the question. He said, this is how it was done, but he cannot do it. So how can you get the award? You have to give the award to someone who does it and just says it was done. What's the proof that it was done? Let's look at the verse again. You can. Yeah. Okay. So Brahma couldn't understand the creation. Lotus or himself. He was bewildered. And he's the topmost entity in the universe. If he's bewildered, what to speak of the rest of us? We're completely bewildered. We don't understand where we came from, who we are, where we are. We think we're somewhere in space. We think we're in a galaxy. We don't know that this is the material world we're in. Ekapad vibhuti, 1 part. And tripad vibhuti is in 3 parts. And that's tripad vibhuti means spiritual world. Spiritual world is greater than this. So we sometimes think that we're the center of everything. I was saying yesterday that people from New York, they think New York is the center. And I was from Los Angeles, so we thought Los Angeles is the center. Everyone thinks their place is center because they think they attribute a great deal of importance to themselves. This is the center, most important place. But this is not the most important place. It's like someone who's in jail for anything revolving around him. No, it's not revolving around him. He's being punished, forced to stay in a place he may not find comfortable. The material world is not a home. It's a very nice point. We're trying to make a home in this place, but you can't make a home in this place. You can't stay here. And if you stay while you're staying, it won't be pleasant for you. There'll be some happiness. Some things will satisfy your senses temporarily, but they won't satisfy permanently. So if you say you don't mind that they're not permanent, and that you'll be satisfied with them, that's foolishness also. Because someone offers you the opportunity to enjoy some material object of enjoyment. Say a beautiful woman. You say, you get to enjoy this woman. After 4 minutes, we're going to shoot you. Would you like to go ahead with that plan? 4 minutes of great pleasure. 4 minutes, 9 left. How about 4 hours? Well, maybe. It's a little better. So we're making some arrangements for 4 days, 4 years. We're trying to come up with something that satisfies. But actually, we'll never be satisfied with 4 years or 4 billion years, because we're looking for eternal satisfaction. We're eternal. That's our nature. We can't be happy with anything temporary. So there's no use trying. We're wasting our time running around trying to get things and trying to enjoy it. And then we're dissatisfied and we try to get something else. Enjoy that. And the really top-notch seekers of enjoyment, they try and they get some exciting things, places they can go. But it's not satisfactory. They'll only be happy when they're back to home, back to God. Just like a baby, crying baby, if in a crowd of people. Pass the baby around. The baby continues to cry till it comes to its mother's lap. And the baby stops crying. So similarly, we can't be happy anywhere except with Krishna. Without Krishna, we won't be happy. We're trying to replace Krishna with some demigods or some worldly persons of this world, or some imagination. But it's not possible. So we have to, why waste time? Why try so many different things? If you found what you're looking for, then you don't need to do any more searching. And then your journey will be over. Just like when the devotees were at the Master's gifts, and young people were starting to come. Well, one came, and one of the devotees who became a devotee, he was recalling when he first came there. He said, this is the Master's gift, this is the HareKrishna place. The devotee who was living there said, your search is over, pilgrim. You found, this is it. Now your search is over. You don't need to go on searching. You found the absolute truth, the source of everything. The supreme enjoyable object, the greatest of everything. That's Krishna. He's the source of all light. He's the source of all knowledge, all pleasure. Rama, the reservoir of pleasure. All attractive. Well, what are you looking for more? We're thinking, I want to find out that it's not possible. You'll never be all these things. But that's what we're foolishly trying to find. Somewhere, someplace where everyone realizes that I'm the one. So until then, they just go around looking for, trying to find those people who are intelligent enough to realize who they are. But the devotee, he knows. That's why devotees are not so much appreciated in all the interfaith circles, because they seem to, like when Prabhupada, he'd be invited to interfaith programs, he'd just tell what it was. He'd just say the truth. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God, and everyone else, Ekale Ishvara Krishna, Artha Britya. They say, well, can you say that this is our belief? Not a belief. No. I wouldn't like that word belief. Not belief. It's a fact. This is the absolute truth. But he was a little bit difficult for them to deal with because he was so sure. The whole idea of that kind of deal of communicating that one should present this is our belief. Maybe we can get some more from someone else. Yeah, so Prabhupada was giving that something more to everyone else. But some people want to have their own belief. Belief may not be true. Belief may just be your idea, your belief. That's why Prabhupada didn't like this to be called religion or belief. He says science, scientific. Scientific means provable. It's not just your belief. Beliefs may change. Beliefs may be wrong. I believe that this, I believe in that. And they be incorrect. So we're not concerned with what you believe or what I believe. We're concerned with what's fact. And if someone knows that, it's his duty to present. And Prabhupada did that although very charmingly, but at the same time, very adamant. There's no higher truth in this. Matak pataram nanya, kinchirasti dhananjaya, mai sarvamidam protam, sutre mani ganaya. That's where did he get that idea from? He came from Krishna. Krishna says, there's no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strewn on through. What a statement. That's like outrageous statement. How can he present himself so great that everything rests on him? There's no truth superior to him. Yes, Krishna can say that. And Krishna's devotees can also say that Krishna is the. So this Vedic knowledge it's different in one sense, because it's not up to the individual to choose whether it's true or not. If they believe it, that's fine. If they don't believe it, that's their choice. Krishna presents himself very straightforward. This knowledge is presented when discussing about the planetarium in Mayapur, Prabhupada said, we'll just present the way it is in the 5th canto of the Bhagavad. We don't care whether if they accept it or they don't accept it. It's up to them. We'll just present it. And those who are thoughtful, they'll see this. It's very significant that the Vedic cosmology of the universe, and all the universes, and the spiritual world and material, it's been around for millions of years, at least thousands in their estimation of history. They can't go back more than a few thousand. It doesn't compute. Then they say it switches over into dinosaur and other ages. And when did they say life began? You have some theory about that? And yeah, so that type of, but it's all in the Vedas. It's explained that life is eternal. Everyone's living in Nityo Nityanam, Chaitanya Chaitananam. The Lord is eternal, and all living entities are eternal. And all his energies are eternal. Wow. How do we compute that? Everything is eternal. It has to be a beginning. That's what we think. Because we're blocked. We have this mindset. You have to have a beginning. And they have to have wall. It's like you're saying, if someone says the manifestation, cosmic manifestation is unlimited. You can't grasp it. I think, well, there has to be walls somewhere. Then you go far enough, there's got to be some end, right? Wrong. It's not right. And then you say, well, if no end, then how can Krishna be the source? How can he be the cause of something that has no end? And he's just, and it makes it more difficult when he's a medium size. Krishna is described as medium size. How can he be the source of everything that's unlimited? He's a limited person with form, shape. So it doesn't make sense. Nothing computes. Atak Sri Krishna Nama Dina Vavegra. Even Mukhi Hijivaros Fameus Prajita. This knowledge can only be understood by devotional service. Because then the Lord, out of his kindness, when he sees that someone is trying to serve him and become his own, then he agrees to reveal himself. Not by our demands, not by our great intelligence. Not possible. Brahma can't do it. Brahma had to surrender. He had to be humble. He had to circumambulate. He knew he had some things that were provided for him. He didn't understand everything, but he understood a few things. He understood that he was bewildered and he didn't feel good about it. So he circumambulated the space, what does it say? And then he got 4 heads for the 4 directions. Other universes, they have other Brahmins. Some of them have much bigger, more heads, bigger universe. Any questions? Yeah.
You were speaking about how Brahma was conscious of his of how he was bewildered and how it didn't feel good. But for like for me personally, sometimes I get bewildered, but I don't realize that it doesn't feel good. You know, I feel
Oh,
like
you do.
really.
Yeah, I've seen you. You felt that it wasn't comfortable with you. And that's why we want to know. A child wants to know how this works. Why is it? And a grown person wants to know also more sophisticated things. What happens after death? How can they not be bewildered by it? What happens after death? We don't know. You don't know. What if death is at the end? Well, yeah, it might be. So you're not going to be happy. Now people say, atheists criticize, and say, yes, therefore you're offering your theory, your belief that if you join my church, my mosque, or whatever, you'll be able to live forever in heaven after you die. And based on this post-dated check, people flock to religion, but it's simply they don't believe it. The atheists say there's no use wasting your time. That's why they don't like religion. They don't teach religion in the schools because they think it's not scientific. But Prabhupada very nicely pointed out, just from Bhagavad Gita, which is our beginning primer for Vedic study. But right in the Bhagavad Gita it says that the living entity, although the body changes, he doesn't change. And the proof is that throughout this lifetime, our body is changing. So we have a different body many times in this life. It's not that we have one life and one body. We have many lives and many bodies. Many bodies in this life. We have a pea body, we have an embryo body, embryonic body, baby's body, child's body, boy's body, man's body, old man's body, and then finished. But not finished. That body's finished, goes to another body. This is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. So if one understands that, then there's no worry about death. We've already given up this changed bodies in this lifetime. And we're still living. If you could only live in one body, then that would be one thing, but that's not true. You can live in all these bodies. A little body and a big body. So where's the question of death? You haven't seen death yet. You haven't experienced it. You've only experienced life through different bodies. Therefore, how can you say it's not possible to live after I give up this body? It most certainly is. You've already given up so many bodies and you're still living. So you give up one more. Therefore, Krishna says, that take this body as like clothes. Giving up one body is giving up a dress. Getting another dress, another set of clothes. Someone who had like they
Hare Krishna. What happens in devotional service that lets us understand the sustaining, destruction, and creation of the universe?
helps us understand what?
What happens in devotional service that helps us understand the sustaining and destruction of and creation of the universe?
Krishna reveals. He's the knower. And he's Tesham Satyuktanam Bhajatam Pritapurvakam. Tami Buddha Yogam Tam Yenamamo Prakamchita. those who are constantly devoted, worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they come to. Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, that's true.
I have one question. Brahma has different Brahma, different amount of the heads. So here Brahma has 4 heads in 4 directions. And in this canto, third canto also it was mentioned that Brahma has 3 heads. Why it is 3 heads and why it is 4 heads and millions of heads also called Brahma? That is how it is possible.
Yes, that according to the size of the universe, the complexity evidently is great, just like when you have one house this big and then you have a house that's 1,000 times bigger than this. More details. So you have to know. And I guess we use computers, as the computer getting bigger, you can do more things. You have to have hard drives and hold more content. So that's similar idea because it's just material. The body is material. But it's like when we began with computers, they were only able to do certain things, small things. Now they're able to do, you can run a whole operation. Huge things can be done with computer. But our head is like a computer. We have a physical body that's like a computer. It works. And in order to take on more complicated services, we need more heads. They say sometimes 2 heads are better than 1. Because when you're trying to understand something very difficult, it might be better to consult with some other one. So we consult. And that way we can increase our understanding.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Okay, thank you very much, Srimad. Yes, Bhakti.
The question is like, this soul is limited to transmigration only in one universe, or it can go to other universes too?
If Krishna wants, he can go to other universes. Generally, it seems that they keep them in the same area, but they're not limited. The living entity can live anywhere. Sarva, God, you can go anywhere. If you can go to the spiritual world and the material, yeah, you can go to the universe. They're more or less the same. Material universes, same type of things. It's like if you go to one prison, similar to another prison. They all have these rooms you stay in, and they have bars on the doors and locks. That's pretty much standard. So the standard things are here: birth, death, old age, disease, all the miseries, all the heavenly planets, the 12 14 planetary systems, upper, middle, and lower. It's all there. Thank you very much, Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai.
Small announcement about